I am absolutely buzzing for Shea Lacey. Genuinely buzzing because what he did for the under 21s against West Brom was not just a good performance, it was not even just a hat trick, it was a message, a loud one. This was an 18-year-old kid basically saying, I'm done here, I'm finished at this level, get me out of this league. And if you watch that game or even just saw the clips, you will know exactly what I mean. 11 minutes in, a calm finish at the back post, wins a penalty, scores it himself, then early in the second half cuts inside and bends one into the far corner from outside the box like it was a training drill. A hat-trick, 6 goals in 3 Premier League 2 games. United win 5-1, back top of the league. But the mad part is this, it did not even feel impressive, it felt inevitable. That is when you know a young player has outgrown a level. When you stop saying, wow, what a performance, and you start saying, why is he even here? And that is where Shea Lacey is right now. This is the part people are forgetting. This is not a kid who's smashing under 21 football but has never touched the first team. That is not Lacey. He's shown it twice. Shown it at senior level. Burnley, he comes on and twice hits the crossbar. One hit the crossbar, one almost hit the crossbar. He looks electric. Then Fletcher comes out and praises him afterwards. Brighton in the FA Cup, he's lively again, he's fearless. Yes, he gets sent off for dissent and he learned from that. But before that moment, he looked like he belonged on the pitch. He was probably the most dangerous Man United player. Then AFCON finishes, Ahmad is back and Bomo's back, and minutes disappear. And this is usually where young players fade into the background quietly. They sit on the bench, they stop being talked about, and they become forgotten. Lacey did the opposite. He went back to the under 21s and said, fine, I'll make this impossible to ignore. And that West Brom performance was not for the under 21s. That was for Michael Carrick. Let's actually talk about the game properly because the context matters. United go 1-0 down and after 4 minutes West Brom score. Early setback. And 7 minutes later, Lacey levels it. Perfect movement at the back post and a composed finish. Later in the half, he wins a penalty because the defender simply cannot deal with him. He steps up and buries it. Then the killer moment, 54 minutes, Fletcher switches the ball, Lacey receives it wide, he cuts inside, no panic, no rush, and just curls it into the corner from outside the box. That is not under 21 quality, that is the first team winger quality. He was a nightmare all night. They could not live with him, they were fouling him, they were chasing him, they were reacting to him. This is the key phrase. He was dictating the game. Young players at this level usually show flashes and Lacey controlled the entire match. And that is why this performance matters so much, because this was not development anymore, this was domination. Now this is where it gets really interesting because Michael Carrick has seen the story before. In 2016, Louis van Gaal had an injury crisis. He turned to a kid called Marcus Rashford almost by accident, and Carrick was in that dressing room. He saw Rashford go from under 20 in football to first team star in weeks. And Carrick said at the time that it felt like a fairy tale, that Rashford did not look out of place, that he looked like he belonged there for a long time. You could take that quote and apply it word for word for Shea Lacey right now. The only difference is this, when Gaal did not plan to use Rashford, he reacted to what he saw. Carrick is now at the exact same crossroads because he's seen Lacey in the first team and he's seen Lacey absolutely embarrass under 21 football, and now he has a decision to make. Does he keep treating Lacey like an academy player or does he start treating him like a first team option? Here is the important part. This is not about starting Lacey every week. That is unrealistic. Ahmad is flying and Bomo is established and Lacey is still too young and there are senior players ahead of him. But this is about management because there are games where Ahmad is exhausted by minute 70. We saw it against Fulham. His legs were gone because he tries so hard. He does really well. That is where Lacey should be coming on. 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, every single game where the situation allows it. Because if Carrick is not going to play him, then he should have loaned him. And if he did not loan him, then he has a responsibility to use him. We cannot have a player too good for under 20 in football sitting on the bench every week. That is how development stalls. Lacey has already proven he's not asking for minutes as a favour, he's earning them on merit. He looked good at senior level, he's destroying youth level. The pathway is obvious and this is why Tottenham becomes really interesting, because this is Carrick's first real test with Lacey after that West Brom statement. Van Gaal reacted to Rashford. Now we find out if Carrick reacts to Lacey. And honestly, after that hat-trick, after 6 goals in 3 games, after what he's already shown in the first team, it is becoming impossible to justify leaving him out. Shea Lacey is not only knocking on that door, he's breaking it out. And the only question is whether Carrick answers to Lacey.